everyone, this is Quarter Epic. Welcome to the Kaskon governmental election. This will be the primary round, so all of the current running candidates will face each other, and the top 3 most voted will move on to the secondary round. From there, 2 more people will continue on and finish the secondaries and move on to the tertiary or final round. And at that point, the 2 remaining candidates can also select a vice president from the previous candidates that have already lost. We're just about 5 minutes out now. We are only going to bring you the best coverage. Well, the only coverage, but yeah. Please, no matter the results of this primary here, please do be civil. Make sure to remain calm, as in all reality, this is only just a game, so remain calm, of course, but this will be quite a night. I am currently in the VTSQ server BC. You cannot hear any audio from it just yet. I do have it muted at the moment. However, I will unmute it shortly once we get to the coverage. There also gotten intel that there will be an event going on in real life Times Square, where I think a billboard takeover is scheduled to happen. So I think that's kind of a big deal. We will not be showing that on the stream, unfortunately. So feel free to check it out yourself by looking up timesquareball.net/ballcam2 or 1. We are just about 2 minutes out. 2.5. If you would like to join the official The Epic Games Discord server, I will be sending that link now. We are just about a minute away, so we will be right back in just a minute. here we are with the voting screen here. As you can see, there are 5 candidates for this election. I'll give you updates as soon as they're ready, but as of now there are no votes in just yet. I will say this will be, I think, a faster election. And hopefully for the next election, it will be more entertaining, because at the moment we don't have too much going on. Alright, we do have our first set of votes. We have 2 votes total. 1 goes to Anthony, 1 goes to Fire King. Okay, so that's 2 votes. The time is currently 19:03 Central Time. I'd like to report an update. We do have an update coming now. So we are at 5 total votes. Anthony is leading with 3, Fire King at 1, and Purloin at 1. I'll be still covering the new results as they do come in, but I'll go ahead and have some music play in the background just so it doesn't get too boring. So just enjoy that, I guess. But I will still be here giving you updates as they do come out. have an update here. 9 total votes. Anthony's still in the lead at 4. Fire King just behind at 3. Burloin at 2. Rhett and Dale both at 0. We do already have another update. We are 15 votes in. Anthony and Fire King are tied at 6 votes. Burloin is at 2, and Dale has his first vote as well. I do want to say, just ahead of this, to do expect potentially triple digits in the total votes. I can't confirm that just yet, but it is very likely we will be receiving triple digits in the total vote count. We are already in the double digits, so. Also expect an update in about a minute or 2. And here is that update. A total of 22 votes. Fire King and Anthony still tied at 8. Burloin is at 3. Dale is at 2. And Rhett is at his first vote. Okay, we have an update. We are 30 votes in, 15% in, so we will have that displayed from now on. Fire King has took over the lead finally. at 11 votes. Anthony just falls behind at 9. Furloin at 5. Dale at 3. And Lorette at 2. There are 30 votes total. 15% in. Alright, we do have another update. We are 40 votes total, 18% in. Fire King still leads at 14 votes. Anthony just behind at 12. Purloin and Rhett are actually tied at 5 votes, and Dale is at 4 votes. So 40 votes total, 18% in. This is definitely a close one between Anthony and Fire King, I would say that. And Rhett and Purloin can catch up too, very easily. And honestly, Dale too. It's anyone's game. This could be a very close election. But we'll have to wait to see. Told you guys this would be a fast election. 23.5% votes in, at 55 votes here. Fire King has a decent lead at 19 votes. Anthony at 16. Purloin, Dale both tied at 7, and Rhett in last at 6. It's really anyone's game. People are flipping all over the place. And reminder, the top 3 make it into the secondaries. That's 3. So only 2 people can actually lose here. Who those 2 people will be is unclear at the moment, but it's really anyone's game. However, I do think at this point Anthony and Fire King do have a pretty good chance. But again, it is pretty close, so who knows? Things could switch up. So we'll find out as the night goes on. Alright, 67 total votes, 27% in. We are just over a quarter of the way through. So, Fire King is at 21 votes, Anthony at 19, Burloin at 10, Dale 9, and Red 8. No place swaps really, just that Burloin and Dale are no longer tied now. Burloin is ahead by 1 vote. 67 votes, 27% in. It's still anyone's game, I'll be honest. So we will keep watching and see what happens. Wow. Okay, we are 75 votes total, 30% in. This is quite a weird one. So Fire King and Anthony are tied at 21 votes. Rab, Purloin, and Dale are all tied at 11. So there are 2 ties going on here. And that's going to make this 3rd place spot definitely hard to get. And the 2nd and 1st place, while they don't technically matter all too much right now, when we do get into the general election, that could be a little bit of a problem, especially, you know, if these 2 do make it past that, which, again, we don't exactly know what's going to happen yet. 75 votes in out of, I don't even know how many. But, yeah, so 2 ties going on here. Got a 3-way tie with 11 votes, and then a 2-way tie at 21 votes. So it's really anyone's game, 10 votes apart. Yeah, this is quite a close match so far. We have another update. This is going pretty fast, I will say. Alright, so we are 89 votes in at 30% or 40% in. So Fire King is ahead, 26 votes in front of Anthony's 25 votes. Just a 1 vote difference there. All the ties have broken up. Rhett is actually 3rd at 14, Burloin at 13, and Dale at 11. So we've seen all of these people swap places. It's really anyone's game. I mean, you'll never know who's gonna win, really. There are, you know, a solid 2 that could likely have a good chance, but the 3rd place spot is really, it could be anyone. This is gonna be a close vote. 40% in. 100 total votes. We are in the triple digits now. 15% or 50% in. We are halfway through. Fire King and Anthony are tied at 26 votes. Purloin is at 19 votes, Rez at 15 votes, and Dale at 14 votes. So the third place spot is getting pretty close, but it does look like Purloin might be able to obtain it. However, that does put a little risk on Anthony and Fire King, because if Purloin or the other two catch up enough, they can take those spots and have a bigger lead overall and be more safe from it being rather eliminated from this round, is the best way I can put it. So 100 total votes, 50% in, and Fire King and Anthony are in the lead at 26. Alright, we have another update here. 120 votes, 62.25% in with the votes. So, Fire King is in the lead at 29. Anthony is just barely behind at 28. And just barely behind that is Purloin, so we are seeing a very close 3 here. However, Rhett is also in the 20s, so this is honestly getting really close here. Dale is at 16, so he's kind of just left in the dust, I'll be honest. But it's not terribly far from Rhett either. So this could be a crazy stream here, crazy round. But we'll have to keep going. 120 votes. Okay. 135 total votes, 71% in. Fire King and Purloin are tied at 30 votes. Anthony is at 28, Rhett is at 25, Dale's at 22. This is an interesting round, to say the least. Okay, 145 total votes. We are 75% in. Alright, so 35 votes for Fire King. Anthony and Purloin are tied at 31. Rhett is at 25, and Dale is at 23. Still pretty close, I'd say. There is expected to be a huge vote jump shortly, so please expect that soon. Alright, we have a vote update. A huge vote update, that is. We are now 85% in. We are in the final quarter of the election. At 90%, you can expect to see some check marks appear on some people if they, and we can confirm, if they can be far enough from the other candidates and have a big enough lead to, we can most likely predict that they will not lose their spot. Right now we can't do that as we're not at 90% just yet, but let's go ahead, look through. So Fire King is at 46 votes, which is pretty much, yeah, that is first place at the moment. Anthony is at 38, and Purloin is at 34. 25 for Rhett and 27 for Dale. Yeah, we are nearing the end of the election day already. I know it was a pretty fast one. Hopefully it'll be a bit more dramatic next week for the secondary results, and then even more dramatic for the tertiary results, which determines the new governor. Expect an update soon. Be right back. Okay, we are 90% in. We can project Fire King will pass the primary. We can project Fire King will pass the primary. 191 total votes at the moment. Fire King, who, again, is projected to pass the primary, is at 55 votes. Anthony is at 42 votes. Purloin is at 38. Dale is at 30. And Rhea is at 26. So, Fire King is more than likely, as we can predict right now, passing the primary, and will move on to the secondary election. As for everyone else, the votes are just too close at the moment, so we can't really confirm anyone else just yet. I myself am predicting that we will not see the other two results until 100% in, but I could be wrong, could be surprised. And of course, there is the small chance that Fire King does lose his check mark there, but that's very unlikely at this point. We are pretty confident in him passing the primary for sure. So, congratulations, Fire King. As of right now, you are in first place. Okay, another update. 205 votes, 95% in. We are almost done. We can project Anthony will pass the primary at this time at 49 votes. So Fire King is for sure passing the primary at 60 votes. Anthony is more than likely passing at 49. Purloin is at 38, Dale 31, and Red 27. The votes between Dale and Purloin are too close to call at the moment, but we are pretty confident in Anthony and Fire King passing the primary at this time. Six, 7. 208, 209, 210, 211, 212, 213, 214, 216. And we do have another update. 216 total votes, 98% in. We still are unsure of the third winner at the time. Anthony and Fire King still projected to win here. Fire King is at 62 votes. Anthony is at 51 votes. Purloin is at 38. Dale is at 36. And Rhea is at 28. So it's really between Purloin and Dale at the moment. Which of the two will pass the primary? It is too close to call right now. We will be back in a few minutes. Hopefully, the final results will be coming very soon. 98% in. Alright, 222 total votes, 99% in. Fire King and Anthony still projected to win. Their numbers have not changed, actually. Dale and Purloin are tied at 40 votes. I mean, I can't technically say this, but I'm pretty sure it's over for him, unfortunately. %99 in, everyone. Alright. We would like to announce there is only 3 winners here. So we can confirm there will only be 3 winners. And that third winner will be Purloin. So, Fire King has come first place at 62 votes. Anthony is second at 51 votes. Purloin has come at third at 41 votes. We have a total of 223 votes. We are 100% in, so we can project Fire King, Anthony, and Purloin will make it to the secondary round. So, congratulations to those candidates here. Announcement will be made shortly. But again, congrats to those candidates. So this is Honestly, I don't think this was too shocking. Um, I think this was kind of expected. Okay, so yes, 223 total votes. Purloin is in third, Anthony's in second, Farking's in first. This is quite a weird election. As this election, we do not actually have the big contestants that we had, or candidates we had in the previous rounds. Of course, January and October were canceled due to other reasons, a lot of complicated stuff. So those were canceled. So technically, Tom had a very long term, but this election is definitely weirder, as Tom and I believe Quayne were two big figures when it came to these elections, and usually won every time in the primaries and secondaries, typically. But this time, they aren't participating in this election, so it is a little weirder to see the less popular candidates participate and see how they perform during this election. So it seems Farking is doing great. He's the only one at 60. We'd like to say Dale got 40 votes and Reg got 30. Or Reg got 28, sorry. So congratulations to you three candidates. We will go ahead and sign off shortly. But congrats to you three. We will go ahead and sign off in just a second. We will see Fire King, Anthony, and Purloin in the secondary round, of which only two can continue on, so one will lose, more than likely, as long as there isn't a three-way tie or something. After that, there will be the tertiary or general election, which only one can win. Reminder that whoever makes it past the secondary round will get to choose their vice president, and their vice president will have to be one of the losing candidates previously. So if we were to do that right now, of course it'd be a little weird since it's 3 right now, but they could choose, like, for example, Purloin, if he comes through into the secondary round, he can choose either Anthony or Fire King, whether they got out or not, he could choose Dale and Rhett. But that is not for a while. That's not until next week. So in the meantime, thank you guys for coming to the primary results stream from Kaskon. I am Quarter Epic signing off. Thank you guys so much for coming, and we will see you for the election next week. We'll see you next Saturday, and then overall, in general, I hope to see you guys in the monthly live stream for April 2025. So good luck to you three candidates. Feel free to have your debate and promote yourself as much as you can over the next week, as this will be toughy. Alright, Quarter Epic signing off. See you guys in the next one. Goodbye, everyone.